Yesterday, for our great debate, we talked about movies and whether it's still worth it to actually get out, go to a movie theater. I was arguing that it is still a great way to get out of the house, a great way to focus in, because when you're at home, you're scrolling through, you're doing all this. You had a similar kind of take.
That was pretty much my take too, that I feel like for me personally, it's not a waste of money yet, and I don't ever really see it becoming that for me because I enjoy movies. I've always enjoyed the movie theater experience. That was something that we grew up doing as a family. Like usually one of the days, like whatever the kind of rainy day was on vacation down here, we would go see a movie. Like it has always been a part of my life and enjoying that. But I feel like as we've kind of gotten away from the family movie at home, you don't go out and rent a movie and get snacks and make a day of it anymore. I watch movies more distracted at home than I do in the theater, where my phone is buried in my purse, I'm not scrolling, I'm just locked in, and I'm snacking.
And the sound is big, and you've got other people either laughing or fearing or whatever around you. It is a nice communal event. But we did put it out to the folks at home. So let's find out what everybody had to say about this.
So if you went to CoastLife.com/vote and casted it, you will know that about 67% of you said movie theaters are still worth the cost. About 33% saying no. And I'm not sure exactly. I would be curious to kind of see the breakdown of the age groups of those numbers maybe.
Yeah.
Because if I had to guess, I don't know. I would think that maybe younger people aren't as interested in spending money at the movie theater because they're more used to streaming services and having movies, kind of on demand and at their fingertips.
My initial reaction would be to agree with you there, although we are starting to see that some of the younger people are pushing back on sort of the tech everything and looking for experiences. So I wish we had the demographic information.
I would be curious,
there. Anecdotally, I can say a number of times when I've gone to the movies here, there's been a nice group of older folks that kind of came in groups together and did a thing. So it could be that it's leaning one way or the other, but I'm not positive. I'd want to know a little bit more.
I would, and my only other reason for guessing that maybe younger people prefer to watch movies at home as opposed to in the movie theater would be the phone scrolling is like the other thing, that because it's typically frowned upon in the movie theater. I don't even know if they still run ads anymore about putting your cell phone away like they used to before the trailer started. They'd be like, please silence your cell phones, and it would be a whole song and dance. And I'm trying to think if I've even seen one of those again.
I kind of wonder if it's actually this middle group that I am tangentially a part of.
It could be.
That is wrapped up in that, A, because they are more likely to have kids.
Yep.
And maybe that makes it harder to get to the movies. B, because these younger kids have already started pushing back again, like they're embracing tech, but also being a little more wary of it. I think that sort of that middle group, from basically your age to my age, is the one that has been kind of like captured by this.
That's definitely possible too, and I think especially when you do have families and little kids, if you've got more than one kid, everything is a lot more expensive. I feel like even kids' discounts at the movies might not be that significant anymore.
You start to get 2, 3, and it's an expenditure to go.
And if your kids are rammy, it's hard to take them to something like a movie where they'll sit and be quiet and be still for a while. So maybe for sort of those young family ages, maybe it's not as worth it for the movie. So always curious, but be on the lookout for our great debates. And when we do have them, we like to hear from you. So make sure you keep an eye on CoastLife.com/vote as well. Coming up though, we're taking a trip to the Art League of Ocean City to see what's new for the month of March.